followed fanatics to the continuation of let's build a settlement here at this place. Yeah. You don't know where we are. You can tell from the title right there. Echo Lake Lumber. I don't know. Anyway. Yes, we are gonna continue on. Before we do anything though, I want to try another mod that I've been doing to see if I can keep the clear weather without going to the yellow skies there. So we're going to turn this off and see if this one works. So right off the bat, yes, we get to keep away from the yellow skies and see what we can do from there. And it didn't work. So the mod did say that there was a possibility that there might be, like, still a storm here or there, but they should be brief, but I highly doubt it. The mods that I've been finding are pretty old, so. Okay, so what are we doing? We've been working on this guy a little bit. I'm gonna play with it a little, possibly, in this episode. I'm not 100% sure, because I still haven't found the wood textures that I'm looking for. These are barn, but they're grayed out. I do have them somewhere. I just have to find them. I know there's all kinds of wood textures all over the place. I just haven't gotten around to that. And one of you had made the comment about the fact that, you know, I got a wall here, but no way of getting up to it. And yes, there's going to be ways. We're actually probably going to do that in this episode. Simply, I'm weird. I don't know. Sometimes when I'm doing these types of things, I tend to bounce all over the place. And I might build an entire wall like I did here, but then not put any ways of getting up to it. And simply because my brain is broken like that. So yeah, we need a bridge here though. So I'll try putting one in place. Of course, it doesn't want to go the way I want it to. It wants to twist and shout in all kinds of weird, funky directions. There we go. Holy potatoes. And now it's difficult. Okay. So, yeah, apparently that mod's not working. So we're going to go ahead and go back to the unfortunate yellow sky. So, nothing I can do about it at the moment. I'm trying. I don't know if it bothers any of you, but it certainly bugs the heck out of me. So, there we go. Got rid of it. Now we've just got that icky yellowness to it, but that's okay. We will persevere. Cool. So now we got a bridge there. And you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and build some stairways and whatnot. Just simply because I still haven't found the stuff that I'm looking for here. So I'm going to have to do that off screen. And yeah, I don't want to waste a lot of time trying to find that. You guys have also been asking, what am I doing after this? If I can make it work, I'm actually going to be going to Nuka World to build on the dam. That was a request. I don't know if that's going to work. I tried doing some setup stuff there in the past, and it was actually giving me quite a bit of problems when I was doing like some test work. So let's put this in place. I think I kind of like that. But I'm going to see if I can make it work. The mods that I use to set up settlements wherever I want, they work, but they don't. And so, yeah, I'm going to have to kind of play around with that. Like, in a sense that they work, that I can get there, but then, like, I can't really move much. Or if I try to move stuff, it ends up, like, crashing my game. It's really weird. So I'm going to do my best to try to make that happen. And then after that is another request. That one is for Vault 88. So we'll be doing that one afterwards. I like it. We're going to have to, I think, maybe scooch this over a little bit. That looks a little crowded. There we go. I kind of like that better. Ooh, that guy too. Get those to overlap. Nice. Yeah, so then we're going to move on to Vault 88 and do a build there. That is also, like I said, I think I said another viewer request. So we'll be headed to that location as well. And then after that, I don't have much planned. So if you have a request, by all means, leave it in the comments. What the fudge? And I'd be more than happy to oblige. We're gonna have to turn that off. Tires a little bit. Down in there. Kind of want to keep the tires. I kind of think it lends a little to the ambiance here. So we're gonna leave it be. If I have any kind of coughing fit, I apologize. My wife has been sick and she's had a cold, and it was good for the longest time up until recently, where I started to develop a sore throat, but a sore throat only. So it hasn't been too bad, and I will certainly take a sore throat over all the stuff she's been going through. So yeah, there we go. All right, now let's get these little dudes. Yeah, I guess I'll leave that one. Another little dude there. And let's see, is that gonna fit? Nope. So I'm gonna have to go with the bigger one. Like so. Ooh, even that is like not working. I might have to put a mound of dirt or something down here. Let's see, can I take that? Oh, yeah, no, we're not gonna mess with that. Alright, so I'm gonna leave that as is because it just looks cool. But we're gonna have to add like some something. So let's head on over to CBC. And yeah, building, right? No. Forget the deadline. Dum. Let's see. Stumps, cliffs. We don't need anything quite that big. See if I can make this work. It look decent. Nah, not loving the cliffs. Mounds. Yeah, actually, that's not too bad. We build this up just right. Then we get all that grass in there too, and I don't really want that. Let's see. Ooh, we got rocks, like in my head. Let's see, gotta find just the right rock. I think I like that. Let's see. Hey, we can walk upstairs. Yay! Alright. Now we got 2 walkways. I had to put a thing there. Guess I didn't, or I missed. Huh! And, ooh, yeah, that looks ugly. Gotta do something about that. You know what? Let's, yeah. Do a little something like that. Drop that down a little. Like so. Not too bad. Maybe I'll just shove some, yeah, something like that in there. See, this works a little better here. Build that up a little bit. Watch your bottoms of these things because they're not all the way around. Yeah, you can end up with like a funky edge there and won't look so good. Much better. No, we're just gonna layer that up a little bit. Nice. Liking it. Alright. Back over this way. I'm going to be opening up this building as well. Actually, let's take a peek in here. What's in there? Ooh. There's some something in there. Because this is a completely sealed building. But not for long, so... Yeah, my sign here. What does this thing say? No parking. We're going to put this right out front just because that's funny. Right there. You know what? Let's make it crooked. Yeah! Now we're rocking. Alright. Back over to here. Back into the wood. I don't even know where I got these from. Kevin. Oh, okay. So yeah, I was building in here. That'll do. That'll do, donkey. Alright, so we got 2 walkways there. I suppose we should probably get one by just about every guard tower. Let's see, what is this? Employees only. Is this... Okay. I'm gonna clean this up. No, I'm not gonna stop doing my things. I'm just looking at this, and then I saw some clutter, and I'm easily distracted. Alright, so... I think it would be best if the walkway came down and back this way. And I know these are roof sections, but they're just really cool looking, so that's why I keep using them. Yeah. No, we're just gonna keep on going with the same old same. It's a working. Let's just stick with it. Bring this guy over a little bit. Just because it looks a little funky sticking into the wood like that. No, we'll throw another dude here. Get some more stars there. Look at that. Does that fit? Oh, yeah. I think we can make it. Nice. Okay. I don't know if my microphone's picking it up, but every once in a while you might hear loud, like, construction-type bangs and whatnot. That's my next-door neighbor. He's tearing up his driveway to put down a new one, I'm guessing. He's already been out there with the backhoe bulldozer giant thingamajigger and tearing up his entire driveway out. I have no idea what he's putting in its place, but his son does that kind of stuff for the living, so he gets access to, like, some serious industrial equipment, and they've been out there since like 8 a.m. this morning. It's now, I don't know, about 11:30, and they've been banging at it pretty loudly for quite a while. I don't really care. Noise doesn't bother me, and it's, you know, whatever. It's not like he was doing it at like 5 in the morning. Oh yeah, we got a little water in here. That's okay. Maybe I'll stick a well there. That'd be kind of neat. Not practical, but neat. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright. Whoops, not that one. Let's see, is this gonna work? Oh, yeah. Sound like the Kool-Aid man. Oh, yeah. Well, let's just... get this guy up a little bit. Maybe not. No, I think that's gonna kind of fudge it up. You might need some sort of something here, though, because that is pretty precarious. Maybe. Let's see. You know what? We're going to go with something completely different. I've been using that stuff a lot. And one of you had asked me, too, because I'm using all this castle stuff, if I'm going to, like, do something castle-y. No. I'm just using these walls because the logs look so cool, and we're here at the sawmill or whatever, and so we'd have access to all this equipment and all these logs, and so to me it just looked very, very fitting, so that's why we're using that. Okay, floors. Perfect. I want these. These are just really cool looking. Nice. Thinking we need a little bit of support there. Yeah. I'm thinking railing 2, you think? Yeah. Railing 2. We'll go back into here. Put that dude there. Something like so. Right. Yeah, I'll leave it for now. Alright. Now, I hadn't decided if I wanted to put, you know, some towers here, one on each side of that gate. And, oh yeah, so, some of you had never noticed this thing before, kind of like where I was like, I wasn't sure, 100% sure if this was vanilla or not, and a lot of you told me that yes it is, and since most of you have never seen it before, you guys want to know what was inside. So, we're going to take a little 10-second detour. So yeah, here we are inside. There's the hatch up there. Come on down in here, and it's basically like a bunker, same as what you'd see in most of the other underground ones. This was, you know, a little bunker, fallout shelter type dealy. Turn that off before I get in trouble. I have been in here and already took everything that was worth taking. I didn't bother going into the safe. I don't really even do that most of the time. But yeah, here you go. This will not be technically part of the settlement because I can't build in here without doing some some changes, etc. But I am going to build the settlement around it so that it is actually incorporated with it. Alrighty. That was some pretty fast loading screens. Love that. Okay. So I'm going to skip the towers here. I want you all to decide if I should put towers here, kind of mirroring what we have at the front gate. Because I'm undecided, so if you all want me to do some towers here, I will do some towers here. If not, we can skip it. I'm definitely gonna need one here in this corner. I never did one. But then again, what do I do here? I'm kind of thinking we need towers here because this is a very vulnerable open spot. So I think we're going to start here with one in the corner for sure. And then if I decide to do something else, maybe we'll do like some sort of, I don't know, homemade tower dealy. So let's... Oh. Yeah, we're like right on the cusp of the border here. And of course, I had it perfect. Nope, nope. Yes, just like that. Excellent. But of course, we're going to have to move this guy here because we got spikes right in our face. So let's F1 it. And bring this bad mamma jamma back. Yeah, I'm back to using that phrase again. Just like so. Maybe I'll go in a little bit. Like that. Perfect. Oh, yep, see, I'm like right there. That's going to be a bit of a problem when it comes to... Oh, I never filled that space in. Putting a actual guard there. What am I looking for? No, I don't know. Oh, yeah, because I turned that up. Right, yeah, okay. Had a total brain fart there for a second. Let's see if we can get this thing to go in. Oof! Just like that. That usually gives me a lot of trouble when I try to do that. It wants to bounce all over the place, but for once, it worked. Okay, so it is kind of a low spot var. I've already gone up and up. Maybe we'll stick some of those spiky thingies. I haven't used some spiky thingies in a very long time. So let's go back into defense, guard posts, and get past all this fun stuff. There's some guard towery things. Maybe I might use something like that. I've used those in the past. Let's play around real quick. Let's see if we did something like this. It's kind of cool, but then it makes that ladder, like, pointless. So I would have to put it back here and really mess with the wall. Because then, like, you can't get around the sides there. Now we're going to take that out. Ooh, there's the Barbie wire. Nice. Not the exact one I was thinking of when I was doing the front gate, but that'll actually work. Oh, jeez, I think I feel a sneeze coming on. And, oof, some frame drops. Frame drops keep falling on my head. Something like that. Let's, make a bunch of these. Yeah, that one will do, too. So, you know what? Give me that one first. Hey! So, give me that one. We're gonna stick that one here. Get that just like that. Oh, maybe not that far over. Okay. That one like that. Okay, that'll do. Need that dude. And we'll stick that one. That. Excelente. I don't know why it's making that noise. I don't ever remember it making that noise in the past when I've used these. But whatever. That is really strange. That's not a sign of bad things to come. Knowing my luck. Maybe we do want one or two over here, because that is kind of a low spot. I know it's frivolous, but it's fun. It's what we're here for, right? To build the ultimate whatevers. Come with me if you want to leave. Alright. Nice. I'll take it. Okay. Let's zip on back over here. Couple of frame drops again. We're zipping all over the place. Nice. Alright, let's turn our snapping off, and I'm just gonna glitch this like right into here like so. Just to get some there, to get some Barbie wire. Again, it's not exactly what I was picturing, but it definitely gets the job done. And you know what, maybe we'll even like layer some stuff in here. So, make sure I'm not messing up my... Yeah, see, that's what I was afraid of. Okay. Let me zip on down here. Let's see. No, let's just do that. Okay, same here. I want the kind of crissy-crossy thingy here. There's an old pop culture reference. Crisscross will make you jump. Nice. I like it. Alright, where are these stupid gulls? I hate these things. They never shut up. I don't know. I've been informed that I can make chickens through the cheat terminal. I couldn't remember how I did it. And there's one particular viewer that's always like, you gotta make chickens. Obsessed with chickens. I don't know why. But maybe we'll throw some in here, because we are going to be doing some farm work. Let's get rid of all this fence. I'm just getting rid of it because I saw it, and it's on my way to here. Alright, so now we got our guard tower here. And, ooh, we need to incorporate like a walkway over this way. Ooh, that's perfect, like right over here. We're going to continue on with the dock. So let's go ahead and do a save. Do a save. New save. Do I have anything worth showing you guys? Let's check my other loads. No, I haven't worked on anything in quite a bit, so what you've seen in the past is what I got. Okay, we're gonna go over to here. To M. And give me some floors. Okay. Might use, yeah, something smaller to start with. Let's just put something down. I want to get this, like, right up here against this. And let's see, that whole section. Do I really care that this is not visible? Let's play around for a second. Is that really gonna make much of a difference if I like bump it up just for that look? Yeah, you too. You know what? We don't need it. I'm thinking though that we do maybe want a wider piece. I mean, I know I wanted something wider to begin with. You know what? Let's do this. This way, when I put the fencing up, it kind of matches a little better. Okay. Now let me turn my snapping back on and let's see how that looks. Hey, that's not bad at all. All right, we're gonna keep it. And or no, I think the whole piece would probably stay hidden enough. Let's just throw it in there and look. Yeah, we're good. Cool. Then let's see. I'm not going to build up this whole section. Ooh. Ew, that's not good. Ooh, I do have my turny pieces, though. In here somewhere. There we go. can kind of do something. What can we do? And if we put, say, something like that, that's not going to work. Could just do that. Then we have that big open gap there. That maybe we can put a turny piece in. Let's see how that looks. We dip that down. I mean, it looks a little better because it fills in that spot. But then again, do we really need all of this? Ooh, do I want to make a walkway out that way too? Maybe if we, let's see, let's play here. We did something simple. Ooh, look at that. Bring that on over and then get ourselves a nice little set of stairs. Small. There we go. Not that small. Apparently. Oh, geez, that's big. Yeah, we'll have to play around with that. Maybe a different set of stairs or something. Yeah. Alright, so let's take that guy out. And let's put a shorty in place. Now let's see what happens if I put my stairs there. Ooh, that's much better. Of course, we're missing half our stairs. So we're going to have to twerk this a little bit. There we go. And let's see, how does that look? Alright, so apparently we're crooked. So let's do something like that. And let's do that, and that. And then let's fix this, because it just looks awful. I like that better. Okay. And we can push that on over. That. Nice! Then we keep that area open. That's good. Yeah, you know what? That's fine. I'm just going to leave that like that. Alright. You know what? Since we're here, we'll try something different for this corner. Ooh, that doesn't line up. Fudge. Well. Yeah, we got to do that. Okay. And then we need a new sectional wall. Or, no, here we go. There we go. Of course, that looks like poop, so we're going to have to twerk it ourselves. A little more like that, I think. Mucho better. Excelente. Okay. Snapping back on. Put something like that in there. Where do we want our stairs to go? Just want to go straight down? Of course, these won't work because they're very shallow. I could do like a two-banger like I've been doing. And that's not really going to work because then that's going to leave us like right smack dab like in the middle of like everything. That work? Yeah, see, that just looks like terrible. It's terrible. These stairs are too shallow. So we're gonna go back to our ones we've been using. Wood, master plan, cabin. There we go. Ooh, these actually work in one shot. Fantastical. Look at that. Come right on up here. Get your gun, go pew pew. There's nobody there. Cool. Thinking we need a railing here. Should I put railings on the whole wall? Like, 'cause we got all this like here, and it just doesn't seem safe. You can just be like, ah, fuck, and then you broke your leg. So I don't know. I'll leave that up to you folks as well. Do I put towers there? And number two, do I put up railings throughout the whole entire thing? So I have tons of different types of railings to play with thanks to Cabin in the Woods thing here. I think we're going to have to delete that tree because these branches are in the way. Alright, let's do a save. Okay. Whoops. Didn't push my button long enough. There we go. Sweet. Yeah, I kind of like that. And then, yeah, we got that open area. Oh, yeah, we probably need like some sort of support right there in the corner. Let's go to, you know, let's go to Kraggles. What do we have in here? No, not there. Not that, or that. Ah, we don't have any of that stuff. Okay, so then it's got to be G2M. So where am I going, dum-dum? Here we go, supports. Because I want something, yeah, kind of like that. Should I put that like right in the corner, maybe? I think I might need one like here, too. Actually, I like that. That looks good. Okay. There we go. Sweet. How are you? You're not touching anything, okay. Oh yeah, this netting. I put this aside. What can we do with you? I'll throw it like down here. And just like randomly threw a net over here. Maybe I'll like try to drape it up over the rock. Yeah, that's cool. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with you yet. This crane. Where I'm going to put it. So for now, it's going to continue to live there. Actually, you know what? Looking at it. Let's just do that. Let's just twerk it. Turn our surface snap on. And it's going to sit just like that. This guy is going to pick them up and hand them to that guy, and then that guy picks them up and drops them in the water. Perfect. Alright, so I mentioned we're going to get into this building. Plop. We're going to do a little sneaky peeky on that right now. Let's go ahead and do a save. New save. And then we're going to come right in here. We're going to rip open that door. First, we're going to get rid of that debris. Go there. I'm thinking I want to keep that, so we're just going to kind of leave that for now. Let's have a look in here. Look at this. You got all this like whole entire interior in here that they could have used with something. Instead, they just like boarded it up so you couldn't even get in here. A lot of times when they build stuff like this, Bethesda, these interiors, you can't, you come in and they're totally see-through because there's nothing, they didn't build any textures for the inside. We got some glitching here because they probably used multiple walls for this side here. Oh no, it's just glitching. All right, let's open up the windows too. Oh, okay, shouldn't have done that to that one. I didn't realize that wasn't a window. There we go. That's a window. And get access to our other door. Then I'll have to patch. Whoa. Patch that myself. But yeah, look at that. We have a building here we can do stuff with. A little cutoff back here. This door is actually kind of pointless. Stairs that... Oh! Oh, we can get through there. It's just a very tight squeeze and you gotta go sideways. Cool. But yeah, look at that. Now we've got access to that. Oh, maybe I can just move this over. I wonder if this has a backing to it. Let's find out. Oh, I can't move it. I can... Oof, excuse me. I can erase it, but I can't move it. Pile of leaves. Alright, so I still have more wall sections I have to make walkways to. I'm well aware of that. This one, we're going to build some houses and cabins and stuff up here. And maybe even a waterfall. Look at this. We got like a natural cascading something, and then maybe we can build a gathering pool or something here. Kind of like what we did at Ten Pines? Is that what I did there? No, this was actually here. This was wherever it was in Harbor. Forget the location. But anyway, yeah, and then we're gonna build some for there, all in due time. Like I said, I do get easily distracted. Like, I had to come over here and rip that open, so the curiosity was just getting to me. Okay, folks, so you have homework. Do I do towers there and there? And whatever the other question was that I asked that I've already forgotten. I don't know. Let's see, a tower there, there, and something to do with over here. I don't remember. I don't know. I don't even listen to myself when I talk. That's your job. Kind of like this spot, too. Something really cool rock features here. Ooh, look at that. You're like a full thing. Nice. So yeah, whatever the two questions were I asked earlier, answer, please. Nice! We're chugging along. Getting some functional walls here. Got some ideas for a possible waterfall of some sort or something. We got logs. They're big, they're heavy, they're wood. And yeah, I will try to find those stupid wood textures I keep talking about to see if I can finally do some of the minor repairs that I want to do. Again, I don't want to repair the whole thing back to perfect. I want to do quite a bit that's just all junk as well. So we'll keep working on that once I can actually find the stupid things. And yeah. And I know it's been a long time coming, and I've mentioned it before about doing a video on my mods. That is actually going to be coming up soon. I do promise that. I'm actually going to be working on it this coming weekend. By the time most of you see this video, it is Friday, but sometime during this weekend, I'm actually going to sit down and make a video on basically every mod I'm using right now, because I did streamline a lot of them when I switched over to the updated version of Fallout. So we're going to go through that. I'll go through which ones I have, where I get them from, how I install them, because I do things a little differently than some other people, and I will explain why in the video. And I'm going to have to mess with these because I want to use these buildings. I didn't plan that very well, so we're going to have to swap out those walls for different walls with doors. But yeah, so yeah, that is coming soon. That was a request. Believe me, I have not forgotten. So just hang tight with me. I'm just a very busy person. There you go. Alright, folks, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Until then, don't get irradiated.